welcome to the channel Karaoke. I'm Vinit and today we have another timeless pick a card reading on what are people saying behind your back right now. And even before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that this Friday, 21st of November, in just a few days, I am offering my witchcraft course. This is the final call. Sign up. This is your moment. I do not want you all emailing me after 2 weeks saying that you want to join the course. So this is your golden opportunity. Sign up. You will learn a lot. I have uploaded a syllabus video. You can check that out on the channel. If you just scroll back, you will get it. And yes, my courses are for 2 months. You will be with me for a while. If you have the time, if you really want to dive into the esoterics, come join. Honestly, you will learn so much, and I'm so happy to teach this. What a privilege it truly is to be able to teach this. And I'm also offering my astrology course in the coming year, 31st of January. So sign up for that as well. If you are interested in getting a personal reading from me, get it right now. I will also look at your birth chart as a part of the reading. And I'm increasing my rates in the coming years. So, get your readings right now. New clients, old clients. And please do like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. It would really help me with the engagement. And thank you so much for all the love. I'm super grateful. Every day I wake up and I just can't believe I get to continue to do this. So thank you so much for all the love. I really, really appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, let's begin this reading on what are people saying behind your back right now. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have our Edmund Dulac Tarot. Pile number 2, we have our Marielle Tarot. And pile number 3, we have our Gustave Doré Tarot. So take a minute and see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. Again, remember, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, do like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Hype the video for me 3 times. If you want to learn witchcraft, sign up this Friday. You're very welcome to come join the coven. And yeah, you can hit me up for a personal reading or to learn astrology, tarot, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Edmund Dulac Tarot, this is your reading on what are people saying about you behind your back. And even before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that in just a few days, this Friday, I am starting my witchcraft course. So if you are interested in learning witchcraft, do sign up. This is your final call. Do make the most of me teaching this course. You do not want to miss out. My courses are long. You will be with me for 2 months. So sign up right now. Don't be sending me emails after 2 weeks saying you want to join the course. So sign up right now. And in the coming year, I'm also offering an astrology course. So please sign up for that as well. That will start 31st of January. So sign up for that as well. And yeah, I'm offering personal readings. You can hit me up for that as well. I will look at your birth chart very, very happily as a part of the personal reading. And I'm also increasing my rates in the coming year. So get your readings right now at the current rate before the New Year's. And please do like the video for me. Share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. It would really help me with the engagement. And yeah, thank you for all the love. And let's begin the reading on what are people saying behind your back right now. We got a lot of cards and we got them together. We got the 9 of Cups, the Chariot, 3 of Wands, Justice, Ace of Wands, Hermit, 4 of Cups. People are saying behind your back, what they're saying is, you're getting everything that you want right now. All your wishes are coming true. You are in the energy of receiving and things are not coming to you easy. You've really done the work. You have taken the very opposites of your life. You've taken things that have been ripping you apart, the opposing forces, and you have mastered them, and you're dominating and controlling those forces within your life and making all this progress and growth for yourself. You're not waiting for an opportunity, pile number 1. You're really making things happen for yourself, and you're really taking whatever opportunity is given to you and multiplying it into 100. And you are in this success run right now. You're doing really, really well for yourself, and people are really amazed, and they're also in awe of how you have been able to turn things around for yourself, and how all your investments are basically coming true, and you're getting more than you've always wanted. And there's also I'm getting this energy of waiting till the last minute, so it's not over till it's over, so I think your ships could even come in last minute, so maybe just hold up for that. That's a message for you. And yeah, we have the Justice card, so you have been through the ringer, you have paid your dues, you've gone through your horrible experiences, and now you are in this period of receiving your blessings. People are definitely talking about your success, and honestly, how hot you are looking, how handsome and beautiful you have gotten, how pretty you've gotten. People are really talking about the natural glow up that you've had because of all the success that you've had. You're investing in yourself better, you're taking care of yourself better, and you're really nourishing and nurturing yourself better. And you could have a bit of this bratty energy. You could be a little apathetic right now to the offers around you. You're definitely very hot. A lot of people are into you, but you're not into other people, and you're not really replying to people. So people are taking that the wrong way as well. And people can see that you are in your hermit, you are by yourself right now, and you're really taking time in solitude and bettering yourself and nurturing yourself. So people are really talking about how you're doing so well for yourself, and you're doing it all by yourself, and how you're preferring to keep your own company. People are also talking about how you're following your heart. People are also talking about how you're following your heart, and it's leading you to places that were always meant for you. And there's something about obsession over here. I do think a lot of people are obsessed with you. A lot of people want you. You're desired by many, and a lot of people want to have like a claim at you. Yeah, and you're not really giving people the time of the day. You're not really investing more into situations that haven't brought you anything, hasn't given much back to you, even though you've given it your all, pile number 1. And I do think you understand the greater purpose of things, especially with relationships. I'm getting something over here, Again, I'm seeing Venus in the 6th house. You could have Venus in Virgo, Venus in the 6th, Venus with malefics. So you do have like a complicated Venus. It could even be a combust Venus, but you're understanding the higher mechanics that are behind at play in your relationship. And you're taking even the more painful things less personally, because you're understanding the grand design of your life and what you're really here to do. So standing alone right now is almost like the foundation for your greatness. And people are also talking about that, how self-sufficient you are, and how you get so much done, and how you create so much harmony around yourself, and you do really well despite all the pressure and all the struggles that you have. And the pressure creates the diamonds. God is pressure. We need difficulty, we need the discomfort to do better. If things were given to us easily, we wouldn't really appreciate it, or we wouldn't value it as much. So working extra hard for something makes the reward even sweeter. And that's what we need to remember when we are in the trenches, pile number 1. And I think you understand that very well. And therefore you're doing well, and you're touching things that were like so even beyond your reach that you thought. But clearly, you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, anything in the middle. You are very much in your King of Pentacles energy. And King of Pentacles is the daddy. He has it all. He has his palace, he has his boat, and he has all the young women. So you are in your baller energy, and you're doing really well. And people who love you are happy for you, and people who are not so happy for you are extremely jealous, and they really underestimated you, and they really thought you wouldn't be able to do all this. And I do think that's why a lot of people have come against you and really undermined you. But remember, people will only challenge you when you are the best in the room. No one will challenge you when you're the second best, and no one will challenge you when you're the average. So if you're being challenged all the time, if you're having a lot of difficulties and everyone has beef with you, you are the best. You're simply the best in the room, and everyone wants to compete with the best. It is what it is, pile number 1. And you keep proving why you are the best as you go through these things, and you really master your difficult life lessons over here that are not really difficult but are there in place for you to really do your best. Yeah, Chariot. You could be getting a new car. Yeah, seeing that as well. So people are talking about how you're doing really well financially, and you've actually made a lot of your opportunities despite all the heartbreak that you've had to experience. You know, you've had your fair share of pain, you've had your fair share of upsetting situations, yet you're rising above it and you're making things happen for yourself, and you're listening to your intuition. Again, High Priestess, being alone is going to really benefit you right now. Pile number 1, it's almost like a basic necessity for your spiritual work, and you will have the fire and the motivation to go after the things that you really want to, you know. So don't let yourself down about things, and be more cheerful, you know, be more happy, and be more grateful about things. I think that's going to really pay off for you, because you are in your winning season and things are only getting better. I do think you need to have more time to study. You need to genuinely keep some time to study and perfect your skills in what you want to. So a lot of hard work at your end, a lot of meticulous hard work without the shortcuts, you know. And I'll give my example, because sometimes even I take some shortcuts and it always costs me. So, you know, don't take shortcuts. Like, I was out doing archery and I didn't do my warm-up that day. And, you know, I got clocked by my sir and I got clocked by another archer that day. And they were like, oh, you know, you're not shooting as well because you didn't do your warm-up. And I think they were right, you know. So even doing the extra things before doing the main thing, like doing a warm-up before your workout, is important. You know, you cannot skip those things. So go down the long way and do what needs to be done. You know, that'll really pay off for you. And there are disappointments, you know, there have been hurtful things, and sure, you know, you could keep wallowing in it, but you still have things to look forward to, and not all your cups are spilled. So focus on what is not spilled and what is still contained in your heart, because you still have a lot to give. So rejuvenate and get back into the energy of giving, because that's how you will grow. So don't be complacent and don't give yourself the easy route sometimes. You know, do the hard work and go down the long route. You know, do your warm-up before your workout. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Pile number 1. Yeah, and surrender. Just surrender to the higher power. I think you're pretty good. So people only have nice things to say about you, and everyone is inspired by you. People who hate you, people who love you, regardless, they're inspired by you. And we had 10 of Swords fall out from another deck from the Marielle. This will be pile number 2, so you might have some messages there. And I haven't even filmed it. But with 10 of Swords coming out, you know, I do feel there are endings, you know, and the sooner you accept these endings, the sooner you will be able to move towards the actual happiness in your life, your actual blessings, and things that are truly meant for you in this lifetime. So why keep denying yourself this? You know, why keep doing this to yourself? Just go forward. And you will realize this in your own experience, you know. When everything that you do, it'll no longer fulfill you. Even though they're supposed to fulfill you, those things will eat at you. And despite making all the money, you will still feel very discontent. So surrender, because you're already doing so well. I think you just have to surrender and let go. More on the relaxation. I think that's what you need. You really need to relax more. We have poison hemlock and we have angel's trumpet. And Socrates died by drinking the poison hemlock, and it reads, "You will be my death." So again, transformation, that Scorpio energy is very prominent. And angel's trumpet. You're getting messages from the heavens, you're getting messages from your angels, and the only way to speak to your angels is to make more sacrifices, you know, to do more fastings, and to have a more sattvic energy, to have a more light energy. So, you know, eat more sattvic things. That will really, really help you. And allow yourself to go through this transformation, because there's only blessings for you. And the very interesting thing about Socrates is, Socrates, you know, he was very connected to his inner daimon, his higher self. And you know, when he was saying things that didn't go with what the church had to say, he was given the option to, you know, correct his mistakes, because, you know, he was very respected, or to die. And he didn't want to lie to his higher self. So he chose death. But within that death, he got liberated. And he got liberated for the truth. So following your own moral compass, your own ethical code, not the society's ethical code, but your personal ethical code. That is what is going to be your winning formula, always. Even if you have to sacrifice things in the material, because you will gain so much more, like Socrates. And people are talking about this, you know, people are talking about how you do not compromise with who you are. And that's why you're doing so well, and that's what sets you apart from everyone else. Pile number 1. Yeah, courage. A lot of courage is what you're showing right now, and people are commending you for it. And you also have your ancestors' blessings, you know, you have your spirits around you, spirit guides guiding you, showing you the way. And you have a lot, you know, I'm seeing ancestors, I'm seeing your spirit guides, I'm also seeing your familiars. Even some starseed beings, some orbs around you. So they're protecting you and they're guiding you. So just relax and give yourself also the relaxation you need. Meditate more. Have lavender tea. I think that would really, really help. Yeah. That's all I have for pile number 1. Again, it's general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, do like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me. My witchcraft course starts this Friday. You do not want to miss out. Sign up for it, and you can hit me up on my email or my Instagram to sign up. And if you want a personal reading from me, if you want to learn astrology, tarot, hit me up for that as well, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Mariel Tarot, this is your reading on what are people saying about you behind your back right now. And even before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that this Friday, in just a few days, I am beginning my witchcraft course. So sign up, it's the final call. You do not want to miss out. It's an amazing course. I'm really happy to teach it, and I would love to see more people sign up for it. It will really change your life, and it will really help you transform your life, and it will give you the tools to just deal with everything life gives us and throws at us, you know. So really sign up for this. And I don't want you all emailing me after 2 weeks saying you want to learn. So sign up right now. And I'm also offering an astrology course 31st of January. Sign up for that as well. And please do like the video, share, subscribe, comment, hype the video for me 3 times. And one more thing, I'm also offering personal readings. I will look at your birth chart as a part of the personal reading, and I'm also increasing my rates in the coming year, so get your readings in before the new year. Now let's begin this reading on what are people saying about you behind your back. Okay, pile number 2, the reading starts with the Hermit, Queen of Discs, King of Discs, we have Justice, Page of Swords, and we have the Queen of Swords. People are talking about how you've definitely found someone, you found a match. So if you're single, if you're seeing someone recently, or if you're with someone, people are talking about how you and your partner are both equals to each other and how there is a lot of love between you and your person. So your relationship is really being discussed right now, and how both of y'all are really doing well for yourself, and both of y'all have a lot of money because both of y'all are showing in Queen and King of Pentacles. So money's looking good for both of y'all, and what are people really also saying about you is you've become really private. You're not really sharing a lot of things about your personal life, what you have going on, if you have something going on with your partner, or even if you're single. You're being very cold and you're keeping to yourself. You're not really sharing a lot of information, and you're spending more time on yourself, on learning things, on growing, on your studies, on expanding your horizons and wanting more for yourself. And you've become really good. You're taking care of your health, you're taking care of all the things that make you better. So you're making yourself the focus. You could have Rahu in the 5th house. You really have to focus on yourself in this lifetime. The major focus has to be on you. And through that, you will be influencing and affecting and helping other people. And people are talking about how you're not hanging out with them as much. You're keeping to yourself. Maybe you're just with your partner or with yourself. And we have the Hermit card. So you really, when you're not with your partner, you're probably with yourself. And you're keeping to yourself, and this is keeping you busy. You're not really giving people the time of the day. And even a lot of people are annoyed, especially people who you were like the free therapist to so many people that you were the free therapist to. They are a little annoyed with you because you're not their free therapist anymore, And, we cannot be everyone's free therapist all the time. And I've had to let go of a lot of people who, for who I was like the free therapist. And that's okay. Now I'm actually able to help people who really need my help, So certain sacrifices are necessary for the greater good. And you're making them, and people are talking about how you're making them so well, and you've become very intuitive. You've always intuitive, but you've become really psychic now, and you're even cutting mercilessly away at things that are going to create problems for you in the future. So you're balancing yourself and you're making those adjustments right now so it wouldn't cause you problems in the future. So you're really focusing on preventative measures that will not get in the way of your greatness in the future. So you've become very cold, you've become very calculated. That's what people are saying. But I honestly think it's a big compliment, because you're balancing yourself, and you're the master magician. You've balanced all the elements within yourself, and you're creating everything that you've always wanted. And when you're the magician, you don't have time to have friends. You don't have time for other people or what they have going on. You have to create your own greatness, and you have to create all the beautiful things that you need for yourself. Yeah, you're rising above the challenges and the conflicts, and you're only focusing on things that actually benefit you. So people are really bothered by number 2, because you're really stepping into the leadership role that you were always supposed to step into. And I think a lot of people have brought you down. A lot of people have, gone above and beyond to hurt you. And you have to understand that people will only hurt you when you are the best, when you are a threat to them, right? You would not be challenged so much if you weren't such a threat. People don't want to compete with the second best. No one wants to compete with who's just good enough, right? Everyone wants to compete with someone that is the best. So people are definitely hot and bothered over here. That's what I would really say. And you're really becoming the leader that people always knew you're going to be. So a lot of people are just in awe. And people who love you, and they see you to be the inspiration that you are. And people who are not into you, they're just jealous and hateful and complaining about how you don't give them time. As you shouldn't have the time. You shouldn't have the time to just gossip and, listen to people's woes all the time, So, and I think you'll get busier. Yeah, and I think the more you pull back, the better your life will get. So showing more emotional maturity, not not expressing your emotions openly. You've become really private, and that is really, really benefiting you. And it's gonna even secure your blessings in the future, because you will have everything without people knowing that they don't need to know. So it wouldn't be their business. So continue to keep things private, pile number 2. That is what is going to really benefit you over here. Page of Wands. You're still growing, you're still expanding and becoming better. And you will have new scopes that you will be able to, gauge for yourself, and new things that you will be able to get yourself into. New opportunities, even like places that you haven't explored before, things you haven't explored before, you will be doing those things. People also talking about how you are in touch with a higher power, and that is also helping you. That is also what people are saying behind your back. And you could even be very witchy over here, and how you could be using your witchy means to get what you want. And firstly, it's a skill, not everyone can do it. And only if you're a master do you really get everything. And that also comes at a cost. So, kudos to you if you're doing that, So, and it's not just that, right? Magic doesn't work if you don't work hard to actually get what you want. So these people are inconsistent and lazy, and full of themselves, which isn't much. So people who've really fought with you, who've tried to bring you down, they're really bitter, and they're really mad, and they're really jealous, and they're in the same place that you left them, and they'll be in the same place after 5-10 years, which is the most tragic thing that could ever happen to someone. So, and you will continue to grow. And these people also know this. That's why they get in the way. And what really sets you apart from these people is the fact that you actually love what you do. And you get lost in the process, in the flow of things. And that is what is going to benefit you. That is what is going to really help you go further and further, and really become the best at what you're trying to achieve and do for yourself. You're meant to get out of this scarcity mindset. You're meant to have a lot of money in this life, pile number 1. Pile number 2, you might have some messages in pile number 1 since I said that, but you're good. Even if there's delays in your finances, they are going to come because you've done the hard work, you've not taken shortcuts, and because you've been consistent over a long period of time. So these are very Saturnian lessons that you're getting in this lifetime, and once you do get the blessings of Saturn, they are permanent, whether they're good or bad. But clearly you have all the good because of all the hard work that you're doing right now, and how you're really becoming the most perfect version of yourself. And people take it really the wrong way when I use the word perfect on the channel. When I mean perfect, I mean being in your Virgo energy. And it's on your daily habits, right? What you're doing on a daily basis, keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself busy, taking care of your health, working out, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep. On top of that, working and having a life. And it's a lot, right? It's a lot to do, but you're very successful in doing those things. And because we are in the flow of things, we get very close to being perfect, even if we're not perfect. And that is more than enough. And that is what we're supposed to do. Be in that flow of productivity. And you're doing that amazingly, and you're inspiring others to be less inconsistent with things. So you keeping your promises is helping other people keep their promises. So you're very aspirational right now. Even to the people that don't like you, you're really forcing them to get off the couch and actually do something with their lives. Because you cannot rest on your comfort and your laurels, right? And you understand this very well. And I don't even think you're bothered about these people. I think you're very focused on your own stuff, on your own goals, on your own targets, as you should. As you should. And we have the King of Swords with his beautiful bow. That's such a beautiful bow. I kind of want one like his. So yeah, people want what you have, but people don't want to put in the hours and the efforts that you have to put in. And I was just speaking to an archer, and he was shooting really well that day, and I told him that he's shooting really well, but he was like, he doesn't shoot as well in competitions because of the nervousness. and it is repeated practice over the years that brings you that sense of calmness in competition, I'm assuming. So it's years of practice, and it's years of slow, meticulous hard work that is really paying off, and that's why you always hit your targets. And I think your words are very important. What you say and what you write, all of those things are very important. And choose your words more carefully, more wisely, and craft them more beautifully, because they are super impactful to people, and it really changes people. Your vibration really changes people, by number two. That's what you need to understand, and your words are super powerful. So please don't continue to be like a free therapist to people. There's a limit to that as well. Yeah. But you're meant to give. So give people in a way where you're also receiving. And don't let people disappoint you. I think you have a great clairvoyance, who's going to disappoint you. And yet I think you let people do that because you're just that selfless and loving. So a lot of people who can't take advantage of your niceness are really mad and really upset. So continue to be alone right now. I think that's what is going to benefit you, and you are only going to continue to rise and become better and have victory. There's so much success for you. There is so much more success for you. By number two. And this is Archangel Michael, and he leads the armies of God. He's the commander in charge. So you have Michael with you, you're protected, and this is just the beginning. Everything that you're experiencing right now, all the hard work is going to pay off. So just continue to power through it. I think you're getting a lot of dreams. Focus on your dreams right now, and you have a spirit guide helping you, and connect more to plants. We have the Datura Stramonium, and it reads, eat a little and go to sleep, eat a little more and have a dream, eat a little more and wake no more. Because we're talking about one of the most diligent plants, the Datura Stramonium. So we're talking about one of the most diligent plants, the Datura Stramonium. And it's a plant of the night, so connect more to the night. You might feel more productive in the night, and pay attention to the subconscious, the dreams. Those are the things that are really helping you right now. And again, people only have good things to say. People are talking about how you've gone through the grit of things, how you've stood alone, how everyone has basically abandoned you, and yet you've risen. You've risen like Jesus. You really have. You've gone through your resurrection, and you're better than ever. And you're coming back with a vengeance, So people who've done you wrong, they're very weary of you, and they're honestly scared that you will open your mouth. Not like you need to, and losers will be exposed, but regardless, you're loved by number two, more than you know. And people might not say it, but they do look up to you, and they do respect you, and they do sort of acknowledge the difficulties you've had to experience and the ostracization you've had to experience just for being you, and how that has not broken you, but it has given you the strength to become who you are and be so inspirational to others. So a lot of people are talking about you behind your back, and they have all these great things to talk about you, like you are some fabled hero. And I do think you are like a fabled hero, and you've been on the hero's journey, and no one wants to be on the hero's journey, right? Every hero didn't want to be on that journey, but regardless, they were. So there is that greater sense of understanding that you have, which is helping you further on your part. And the more you detach and the more you continue to do the selfless service that you are doing, the more greatness and just goodness you will have in your life. I think that's very evident. So don't lose your focus, and don't get bored. You have it within you to really become the best. Because people already see you that way, right? Even when you weren't even half as good, people could already sense it. And that's why things have been difficult for you. And now you can deal with anything thrown at you. So realize your power, your ability to detach from things, your ability to be alone. these are superpowers. Let me tell you, I don't think 90% of people can even be alone. Even if they're alone, they need like a dog or something. People can't truly be alone. So you have that ability to be alone, and that makes you very dangerous and very powerful. Pile number 2, and there's so much more greatness just waiting. So much of your potential that you will be tapping into, So you're going to continue to influence people, even if you're not like a full-blown influencer. A lot of y'all could be, but even if you're not, even if you have like a corporate job or whatever, people really look up to you. That's all I have for pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, do like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please do hype the video for me 3 times. And also, I'm offering my witchcraft course this Friday. Sign up, you do not want to miss out. Offering my astrology course in the coming year, 31st of January. So sign up for that as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Gustave Doré Tarot, the Gustave Doré Tarot, this is your reading on what are people saying behind your back right now. And even before we begin this reading, I do want to announce that this Friday, in just a few days, I'm offering my witchcraft course. So sign up 21st of November, we begin. I do not want y'all emailing me after 2 weeks saying you want to join. This is the golden opportunity. Sign up right now. You will be with me for 2 months. It's a rigorous course. You will be learning a lot. If you have the time, if you really want to dive into the esoterics, this is it, sign up. And in the coming year, I'm offering my astrology course, 31st of January, so you can sign up for that as well. You can also hit me up for a personal reading. I will happily look at your birth chart, and I'm also increasing my rates in the coming year, so make the most of getting your readings right now before the new year at the same rate for my old and new clients. And please do like the video for me, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. It would really help me with the engagement. And yeah, thank you for all the love. And let's begin this reading on what are people saying about you behind your back. Okay, pile number 3, we have the Ace of Swords, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, Death, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. People are saying that you are a truth teller and you always speak the truth and you do what needs to be done and you're really good at it. You really are a truth teller and you really stand in the truth. And I just saw a cat, she's here. I'm gonna feed her later. So you're really in your Empress energy. You're very nurturing, you're very loving, you're very caring. You really take care of everyone around you. You're not just this harsh truth teller, and you're sitting pretty, right? The Empress is Venus and she's the energy of the magnet, right? A magnet does not move. It attracts all the iron to it. So you are sitting pretty on your throne right now and you really have a lot going for yourself and you've created all this goodness for yourself, That is really the message over here. And you're very slow, steady, meticulous with your hard work. You've really toiled, you've really put in the work, you've put in the hours, and you've gone to the length and the breadth of things to get everything that you want. You've not taken any shortcuts. You've really done the work, and that's why you're getting everything that you've always wanted, and you're getting everything that you've always wanted, and you're so successful at everything that you touch because of your slow, steady hard work. And I do think you are doing a lot right now. I do think you have a lot on your plate, and maybe you're too nice and you're not learning to say no to people. I do think you need to learn to say no to people, and I honestly struggle with that myself, but realize that you cannot help others if you can't help yourself, and boundaries are important, So be in your Queen of Swords energy when you need to. People are talking about that as well, that you're very quick to cut people off now. You're not really entertaining a lot of people, and you've become very direct, and you've become even cold at times to people who are really like getting in the way of your greatness. And if people are not supporting you and your endeavors, you're not really associating yourself with them. So you're cutting out a lot of people, and that is making people want you more, especially if you've cut out or blocked like people in your life, especially men. Yeah, people are seeing how happy you are, and you look happy even if you're not saying that you're happy. It's on your face. It's on the glow of your face. It's how relaxed and happy you look, despite have so much going on in your life right now. People are also saying that you're juggling a lot, even though you make it look very easy, very effortless. It's not. And I do think you're meant to have multiple skills, and you're supposed to master multiple skills. And it takes time. It even takes time to master one skill. It takes time to even master one skill. And that saying, jack of all is better than the master of none, is still better than a master of one. But you're going to be more than a master of one in this lifetime. Again, because you can go through the length and breadth of things, and you really double in and you do the hard work. Knight of Pentacles, you can get through the grit of things. So you're meant to have multiple skills in this lifetime, and they will all be monetized, and they all will help you, and they will all synchronize and benefit each other in what you're trying to do and achieve over here. Pile number 3. So people already see you in this very high achiever energy, in this, someone who really makes things happen for themselves. And people also talking about how emotionally mature you are, how you're not reacting as much as to people, and you're expanding and growing on new horizons that you weren't before. You've learned to temper yourself, and you're listening to your heart in a way where it is guiding you to your highest potential, and it is taking you away and making you walk away from all the things that don't benefit you. People also talking about how strong you've become, and how you haven't been fazed by all the difficulties that have been thrown at you. But again, I do feel the weariness and the tiredness in your energy, so you do need boundaries, and you cannot take on so much. There's one thing you sort of have to let go and drop. So that is definitely on you over here. Pile number 3. Knight of Wands. Again, God is pressure, and you are like the diamond that is created in the pressure over here. So we need this level of difficulty, and you're riding the wave, to be very honest. You're really, really riding the wave over here. So that is again benefiting you a lot. Pile number 3. The cat is here, and she looks very hungry. Let me just finish the reading. So again, it's this loving nature that you have, pile number 3. It's that what people are really into. People are really crazy about how selflessly you give, honestly. People are really talking about that. You could have cat as your familiar as well, Cats could come to you, and it's really cool when a cat acknowledges you, because cats are not like dogs, they'll just not go to anyone who gives them food, So you have the right kind of pride, and you have a very healthy kind of pride. So people are definitely talking about that as well. And cats have the most perfect bodies, they're really built to kill. It's the most perfect sort of an evolution. I love cats. They're just so adorable. And they're so cute. They're really, really cute. And not like I don't like dogs. I've become very fond of them too. You could be really into animals, and they're always helping you, and they're always guiding you. So keep that in mind. If you see certain animals, they're definitely showing you the way, and they're showing you the light. There is still a greater level of mastery that you will be achieving in this lifetime. That is for sure. Pile number 3. And people can sense it, people can sense the amazing strategist that you are. And, when you strike, you win. You don't always strike, but when you do, it is complete fatality. So again, it's that high level of mastery that you will be achieving and reaching for yourself. More opportunities for you. More opportunities that you will be able to make the most of. But it's all good. People only have good things to say about you, and how you're really a leader. How you're really leading the charge, and you're leading people, and you're showing a lot of strength, and you're looking good. People can even see that your finances are good. You're doing really well for yourself. and you look content, and you genuinely look happy. And I do think a lot of people want you right now because you're not available. A lot of people are trying to fantasize, and a lot of people, they either want to be with you or they want to be you. You're just that aspirational right now. Pile number 3. So people really want what you have. People really want to be close to you. And not being close to you feels like a heartbreak right now, and it feels like they've been left out in the cold because they're not where you are. So you definitely have some people going crazy for you, pile number 3. And I don't think it's just one person. I think it's a few people over here. Shuffle some marker. We have hemlock and we have dandelion. People are talking about, again, how you would die for your ethics, how you would die for your truth. And that really sets you apart from everyone else. And people like you are rare. And you showed a lot of courage in those very difficult moments. And you ride the wave, and you listen to the call. Very few people listen to the call, and even fewer people respond to the call. And you always do, and that's why you're always winning. So even if you have a lot of difficulties and a greater level of challenge in your life, you're actually acing it, and you're getting full marks, and you're also showing others how to do it. So all in all, you're doing amazing for yourself, and you're looking even more beautiful. I think what you honestly need is just a little more rest, and balancing yourself and not burning yourself just because you can. So stockpile your energy and be more efficient and more strategic than you already are, and you will truly be the best. And you're meant to reach and achieve those, very Virgo, Capricorn-like perfectionist achievements in your life. You're meant to do a lot and be super productive and be productive on multiple fronts at the same time. So even just your output is going to be very massive. So people really look up to you, pile number 3, and continue to be in this selfless, humble energy. It's only going to benefit you even more and more. But maintain your balance, maintain your inner harmony at all times. Keep all the elements balanced within yourself. I do think that's a very important message here as well. We have Sorcerer's Violet. So don't be in a rush, don't be in a rush for your greatness, It takes time. And in time, the flops will fall away. The one-time hits will fall away. But the true kings will be on their throne. And you're going to be one of them, pile number 3. You're meant to affect a lot of people. You're meant to influence a lot of people, pile number 3. That's why you have to go through so much. And people can already sense your greatness, and they're really talking about it. Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest of you. Like my style of reading, do like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please hype the video for me 3 times. It would really help me with the engagement. And yeah, I'm offering my witchcraft course this Friday. Sign up, it's for 2 months. You do not want to miss out. This is your chance. Offering my astrology course in the coming year, 31st of January. If you want a personal reading, sign up for that as well. You can send me an email or you can hit me up on my Instagram to get more details, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you.